What is going on, guys? It is your boy, Jim Snuggum Jim Reviews, here today with yet another review with my favorite brand of all time, Asics. Asics, aka we're here to make Asics great again. And today we have Swaggy Waggy, Meg Wag Runs. She's back at it. So of course you know it's gonna be a good review.
Definitely. Always.
Because when you're in it, they're like, yay, she's in it. And I get more likes. That's why you're here.
I know I'm good for something.
You shouldn't say that. You get for other things too.
I'm just kidding.
But yes, today we have a shoe that's making a comeback. Now, I didn't even try the original shoe. So I don't have any like, this is how it used to be and they changed it and now I don't know. So I'm just going off of what it is right now in front of my face and how it looks on my foot. Well, not my foot right now, I'm holding right now, but usually it's on my foot. And you have one too, pink, blue. Kind of stereotypical colors of like,
A little bit, yeah.
Come on, Asics.
I mean, I like that blue. I would totally wear that color blue.
And I'll wear that pink.
Would you? It would match your headband.
This is our review of the Asics Hyper Speed. So, the Hyper Speed is kind of what it sounds like. A speed shoe is meant for race day, fast days, tempo days. Anything that requires you to be faster than me, you probably need this shoe. Why do I have this shoe? I don't know, because I have to review it. But I'm not a speed person, so that's kind of why you're really here.
All right.
I need someone with more perspective on how to be fast. I don't know how to do it.
Oh, sure, whatever. He
But
just says these things.
The Hyper Speed has a few things going for it.
Yeah,
Lightweight,
it is.
simplistic setup. You get a little bit of the newer technology at the low budget price, baby.
Yeah.
So 90 bucks.
I think that is such an advantage in like nowadays when shoes are costing $200, $250. I mean, that's just like the norm. And what, back in the day, back in the day, you know, you could get a quality pair of shoes for coming straight out of the box, $100. And now it's like, no, that
Nope,
doesn't
just
happen.
no.
No. And so when they come out with something that is nice for $90, I'm like, all right, that's good. Let's do that some more.
So as a $90 shoe, I'm not going to expect it to be everything that the $250 shoes are.
No, definitely not.
So I would say if you want this to be like the replacement for your Alpha Fly or your Saucony Endorphin Pro, it's not going to be it.
No.
It's not trying to be it.
No.
So based off of that, I would say, let's start with the upper.
Okay.
So the upper, you got a pretty simple open mesh. Visually, I like the way it looks a lot.
Yeah.
But the tongue's actually disattached. The tongue kind of goes around the top of your foot, and it kind of fits snugly. And you got a little bit of padding in the heel. The heel cup, it was actually sturdy.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a flimsy heel cup. You
Yeah.
actually get some security there.
One thing I did wish that they had on the upper is you were talking about how the tongue, it's detached. It stays okay. I wish they would have, I know they have a lot of, in Brooks models, that one extra little tongue loop here at the top, and that just keeps the tongue from sliding over, and you do get a little bit of that tongue sliding after wearing it for a while.
And this is an overall like fast, snug fit. But the toe box wasn't like tight as I was expecting. When you say Asics race shoes, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be tight.
Yeah.
They didn't keep it tight.
What I really liked is the forgivingness of the upper. You know, lots of times I have a hot spot right here on my foot, and if it's too tight right there, it hurts and I can't run in the shoe. But when the upper is like this shoe where it's seamless, it's forgiving, it allows different shapes of foot to be happy. So I was pretty happy with how my foot felt in this shoe.
Yeah, I would say true to size. My size 11 fit perfectly to where that's what I wear my shoes at, and it fit the way I want it to fit. Yeah, I didn't have any complaints with the upper. I didn't get any hot spots. Pretty good job as far as the visual aesthetic of how it looks for 90 bucks. Typically with cheap shoes, they look cheap. This one looked very similar to a shoe that I love dearly.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall the upper has most check boxes are met.
Definitely.
Except for, you said the tongue could be a little more secure. Maybe if
Yeah.
they had a little extra hole there. It's like some other shoes have. And of course, there's no pull tab on this thing. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm knocking off like 5 points for that.
Oh, I mean, they almost had something here, but
They tried. What was the point of this?
looks.
Okay, well, I can't.
It says the name. They have to
Okay.
put the name somewhere.
That's nice.
So
But yeah, that is the upper.
it is.
Breathable, fits nice, lightweight,
Form-fitting.
functional.
Yes.
Now to the cushioning. People want to know about the cushioning. This is a speed shoe. It's weird because nowadays people want softness in their speed shoes. So there's speed shoes for different race types. There's the marathon, there's a half marathon, there's 10K, there's 5K. So depending on what your speed shoe is meant for, different levels of cushioning may vary as far as what you prefer. I would say for this shoe, it's much more on the firmer side. It's not going to be a lot of squish, a lot of compression. It's fast, it's nifty, it's speedy. You feel fast, like almost like, not quite like a track spike,
Yeah.
but like a road spike without the spike.
Tempo shoe, AKA.
Okay, yeah. You do get some protection from the ground though.
Definitely.
And I tell people it's not the cushioning, it's just the protection as far as like on the road. So you have a little bit of stack height. Not as much as most shoes nowadays with their 40mm stack heights, but enough to where when you're on the road, you have protection from you on the ground. You're not at ground level, you're not on the ground. It's cushioning that
Yeah.
feels comfortable for the workout, but not so much where you're losing control. You're definitely in control in this shoe.
I mean, I ran on this shoe on pavement for, medium long runs, so 7, 8 miles, and I didn't have any issues with any soreness in my feet from the shoe being too firm. So it is enough cushioning for me.
Yeah, and I think this almost brings back, like, people say, oh, like these fast, regular, traditional racing shoes are dying. There's something left.
Yeah, no, I still like it. I prefer running in a shoe that is firmer and lighter than something that's too squishy.
There needs to be that out there because I feel like that it's a dying breed of shoe.
Yeah.
So part of being a budget shoe is cutting some things out. So in this shoe cushioning, you do not have the flight foam cushion like you got in the Meta Racer or some other shoes. It's not their top end, top tier, state-of-the-art foam. So I think that's where you're saving that 50, 60 bucks compared to another race shoe.
Yeah.
People out there, I want the best of the best, Jamie. Well, get what you pay for.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a good shoe, definitely for people who, want a second or third shoe, but don't, have a lot of budget. So, we recommend having multiple pair of shoes for multiple purposes, and you can't pass up something that's only 90 bucks and you get that function.
Yeah, and it feels fast. Like I feel like if you were someone looking for like a 10K shoe for the road, 5K
Yeah.
shoe, I feel like this would be definitely an easy choice to go with. And with that, they do have some of the new technology, the guide sole technology, which kind of has that curvature towards the toe here. So it kind of helps to give you that little propulsion there. And when I first put it on, I was like, does this have a carbon plate? Because a lot of the carbon plate shoes kind of have that propulsion feel.
Okay.
It doesn't have a plate in it.
Nope. I mean, it can bend.
It can bend. But you do get a little bit of that kind of like that toe off because of the way it's curved, the guide sole there. So
I like that feeling.
yeah.
It feels natural. It feels like it's just pushing me forward.
Yeah, nice transition. I like the way that felt. It wasn't too aggressive. It wasn't like a Hoka flip, but it was like just enough to kind of guide you to keep you, in your.
And you can see it with the shoe that the toe comes up a little bit.
Yeah, and then on that outsole, you kind of have, part of the guide sole is having that rubber. So it's a big slab of rubber that kind of works its way from the heel all the way down to the toes. Full coverage.
Yeah, definitely having all of that rubber is, you can wear down this shoe for quite a bit longer than a shoe with the exposed EVA foam.
So when you get that, it's nice. I found it to be average, nothing special as far as the grip. It kind of felt like, it it'll work on regular day surfaces like concrete, asphalt. You know, if you're on like some dirt, it's fine. I wouldn't go like, oh, it's raining today. Let's go for a speed workout. Like, no, I just didn't feel like it was gonna be that much traction. It was fine. So yeah, I feel like for 90 bucks, you're getting a better value than if you would have added some flight foam or added the nicer mesh or whatever. I think 90 bucks is like a very fair deal. I feel like for 90 bucks, I would definitely buy this shoe with my own money.
Yeah. Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I need a shoe for like a speed day that's cheap, that's efficient, that can work for me, that fits well. 90 bucks, okay, cool. I'm not feeling guilty about it.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, it's maybe not like the daily trainer, but it's good to have a shoe that you can go to that is a little bit on the lighter weight, a little bit firmer, that you can get those fast tempo days in, or even the races on the roads.
You know, I do want to say one thing. Asics, you're not slick. You're not slick. You made this shoe look just like this shoe. And I know what you're doing there. I'm not mad, but I am. They look so similar.
They do look similar.
Like when I first saw this shoe, I was like, man, it has like the same shape to it, has the guide soles, but I could definitely tell like the flight from this is a little more extra bouncy. The mesh is a little more of a premium, a little more of a softer mesh.
Yeah.
Not bad. This is not bad.
This is breathable.
This is a little extra though.
Yeah.
This is like being a little fancy, and yeah, the lining in the heel here is a little bit smoother. But if you're wearing a sock, wear a nice sock, you'll be okay. Don't wear those cheap, hang socks and get blisters and all that. But yeah, I mean, I could see some differences, but the overall concept was like, let's take this shoe without the plate and cheaper price point. So.
Well, I think one thing, the good thing about them being such similar shoes is that you may not want to do all your workouts in this model. You know, this is an expensive shoe, and so sometimes you want to work with a little bit of a cheaper shoe. You get more miles out of both of them, and so this is a really great option for that.
I like the way it sounds. Like you could almost like, if you don't have this shoe, this can be your racer. If you have this shoe, this can save the miles for this shoe to be used in races and still get that nice lightweight and that similar feel and fit.
Yeah.
I like that.
And with 90 bucks, I mean, it's you're not sweating as much.
I sweat all the time, no matter what I wear.
Gross. It would be, I think it's definitely a good first time race shoe. So if you're in something like the Nimbus right now, and you want to try a shoe that's a little bit lighter and see what that feels like, I think this is a good option because it gives you that feeling of what a firmer racing shoe feels like without breaking your bank.
Very thoughtful.
Yes, I sometimes am.
Those are our thoughts about the Hyperspeed and a little bit of a comparison with the Meta Racer. People are curious about, does this shoe have a carbon plate? Not every shoe needs a carbon plate,
Nope.
but this one does not have it. But yeah, I would say overall, definitely Jamison approved.
Megan approved too.
You just took mine off. You didn't let it sit for a little bit. You just
Hold on. Okay, do it again. Jamison approved. Megan approved.
Okay. And you can follow us on Instagram right down here at MegRag Runs, and I'm on Jamison Runs. I'm really interested in what you guys think about this shoe though, because it's like, it's cheap, no carbon plate. Are you guys interested in this kind of shoe?
I just wouldn't call it cheap. I feel like that's a bad word
connotation.
It's not it's not cheaply made. It's just it's not an expensive shoe.
Yeah, that's true. Shoes are so expensive where they brainwashed me to think this is cheap. So now I want to get, you know what? I got duped.
You got duped.
These brands are like selling these shoes so high priced that we got used to it. Now
Yeah.
we can, now 90 bucks is cheap now.
90 bucks is cheap. 90 bucks is still 90 bucks.
All right.
You're still getting a good shoe for 90 bucks.
That's like 6 months of Xbox Live.
I don't play that.
And with that said, be sure to stay in school. Do not do drugs. And if you can, you gonna let me say it?
I was gonna
I was like,
Keep it tight. Too late.
I was really thinking you're gonna say it, so I was giving you time to say it, and then you didn't say it. Cause I was like, I gotta say it.
Got it. Well, sometimes, I gotta surprise you.
Oh, I didn't think
You're on your
that.
toes.
I don't have to.